Without this child, we shall all die. Lyra and her animal demon live half wild and carefree amongst the scholars of Jordan College, Oxford. But a destiny that has awaited her since birth takes her on a dangerous journey to the frozen north in search of a kidnapped friend. It is a journey that will have immeasurable consequences far beyond her own world. Good morning, readers and listeners, and welcome to episode 7 of Tom's Rapid Reviews. Each week we take a few minutes to read out a review of a book written by one of our lovely Surrey Library staff. I then give you a bit of background and context surrounding the book and its author, and it's all done in the hope that you might be inspired to try reading or listening to something new. This week's book and the blurb that you've just heard comes from The Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, a young adult fantasy that our reviewer likes a lot. You've probably heard of The Northern Lights, as it is a very famous example of modern fantasy and children's literature, and it's the first book in the His Dark Materials trilogy. With a feature film adaptation back in 2007 and a BBC One television adaptation of the books that's 2 seasons into its tale, it's been in the public eye now for some time. Let's see then what our reviewer had to say about this first book in the world of His Dark Materials. Lyra is one of my favourite characters of all time. She's headstrong, she's savage, she's clever, and she's a child thrown into events far beyond her scope and understanding, and she rises to it remarkably. This book is beautifully written, a fascinating adventure that swirls through a world both alien and familiar. The characters are real, and you will wish that you had a demon or could be friends with a Pansbjorn. It's a wonderful read and well worth your time. So then, our reviewer thought pretty highly of this book, and they're not the only one. This series has played and will almost certainly continue to play a role in the childhoods and literary growth of many British children. All that considered, Tom's Rapid Reviews would like to give this book 5 out of 5. Yes, another solid entry into the canon of Tom's Rapid Reviews. But what if you've read The Northern Lights and are wanting more? Well, we can help with that. For starters, we have the sequels to The Northern Lights, The Amber Spyglass and The Subtle Knife, and a number of the other books which Philip Pullman has released set in the same world. Alternatively, there are plenty of other modern fantasy books for children and young adults that you might like to try, including A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle or Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series. The Northern Lights is available as a book or as a talking CD. The Amber Spyglass and The Subtle Knife are available as books or large print books. Seasons 1 and 2 of the BBC's adaptation of His Dark Materials are available as DVDs, as is the 2007 Hollywood feature film version. Both the book and the DVDs of the movie adaptation of A Wrinkle in Time are available, and copies of the books from the Percy Jackson series are available, as well as copies of the DVDs of those movie adaptations. To top it off, most of those books are also available as ebooks, and the Dark Materials trilogy are available as audiobooks on BorrowBox. So you've got plenty of options to choose from. I hope that's given you some new ideas for reading material this week. For now though, readers and listeners, it's a farewell from me. Stay safe, borrow books, and join me next time for another episode of Tom's Rapid Reviews.